Welcome back to Beat the Recession Marketing. I'm James Carley, and you're watching Identify Your Ideal Customer. Once you have gone through the actual steps to recognize the needs, the questions, and the pain points that your ideal market is facing, it's imperative that you continue to go forward to get that understanding of what that real person that's behind the computer, or that real person that's behind the smartphone device or behind the social profile, of what they actually look like as individuals. Because today's modern consumer wants to be talked to and not sold at. And there's a huge difference between the two. I mean, we all love to buy, but we all hate to be sold to. So to do this successfully, you need to develop a type of crystal ball insight about the searcher who's looking for solutions to the problems that we found during the market analysis stage. This information, when you combine it with your marketing data, will provide all the pieces that you're going to need to properly speak the language of your customer. So they feel that you're not just talking at them, but they feel like you actually are talking to them. Doing this allows you to grab the attention of your consumers and to supercharge your marketing campaigns with value. All because your consumers feel that you're actually talking directly to their needs. So let's dive right into this training. The first thing you want to do is go to the site we learned about in the last module, quantcast.com. Now, if you don't know already, Quantcast is an industry-leading web analytics platform that ranks millions of websites. It's a great free analytical tool that we're going to use to take a deeper look into the type of traffic that our competition is receiving. So once you have Quantcast open on your browser, what you want to do is go ahead and open up a second window and go to google.com. This is where the magic happens, because these two sites together are what I call your consumer dashboard. The amount of useful data that you can extract from these sites alone is enough to help position your marketing campaigns for success right out of the box if you use them correctly. Once you're on Google, enter in your main keyword from your spreadsheet that we put together in the last module, or any other phrase that you want to be recognized for in your market. From these results, we're going to take a look at the top 5 organic websites that Google is showing us. The purpose behind this is that 9 out of 10 times, these top sites are your direct competition who are receiving majority of that traffic that we seen displayed in the Google keyword tool. And this is super important because success always leaves clues, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just got to use what's been proven to work. Reverse engineering these top sites and analyzing these sites that are receiving all the traffic is going to help you paint that picture of what your ideal customer looks like. Next, you want to take each website URL that Google is displaying to you, and you want to paste them into your customer social profile form so we can keep track of all this information. Because what you're going to start to see is how the data is going to start telling a story and showing you exactly who your ideal customer is and who your marketing messages will be talking to. We're removing the guesswork out of the equation. So after you've go ahead and posted that information into your customer social profile form, what you want to do is head back over to quantcast.com. And what you want to begin to do is to start entering in those website URLs into Quantcast one by one. The results it's going to return to you is just going to be basic traffic data result information. But what we're interested in is those 2 tabs that are located on the right-hand side that show the demographic and the lifestyle of the websites that we've entered in. This lifestyle tab is something also known as psychographics. And if you're not familiar with what psychographics are, in short, psychographics look at the lifestyle, the attitude, the behavior behind a person that would help you form a better understanding of the type of person they are. What kind of things do they like? What kind of things interest them and get their attention? This principle is why many social networks, they ask you about what you like and what you're interested in and what you dislike. I can think of a major social network that's always asking you what you like and what you dislike, because they know that this type of information is worth its weight in gold, which is another reason why majority of these social networks are all free, because it makes it easier for them to segment and target users for advertisers and for any future marketing messages, because they actually don't have to guess what you're interested in. They know for a fact. Next, after you've entered into Quantcast the website that you want to get information on, you want to go ahead and hit the demographics tab. On this page, what you're going to see is a record of all the visitors that particular sites get. What makes this so cool is we get a chance to see the person that's actually behind the computer that's showing the interest in that website's products or services, which makes this step extremely powerful because it reveals that clear picture about who the ideal visitor to this site is, showing everything about their gender, their age, if they have any children, how much money they make in their home, how much schooling they have, and so on. Hopefully you could see how powerful this information will be for making your marketing even more effective, because now you know who you're talking to and who your marketing messages should be targeted at. The last step in this stage after you've done all this is you want to go back and grab your customer social profile form and begin to fill in all the remaining data regarding the sites that you listed on there. And what you're going to start to see is all the similarities between the competing sites and how the data starts to correlate. And this is important because it's going to help you hone in to make sure that you're actually reaching the right ideal customer. Once again, removing the guesswork out of the equation. Here's an important tip to remember when you're doing your research. Not every single website is going to reveal to you data. So you may have to use other tools like Google Ad Planner or Alexa to get the information that you're looking for. Now, all these tools, Quantcast, Google Ad Planner, and Alexa, are very similar to one another. But oftentimes I have found that during this process, I discover little golden nuggets that help advance my marketing campaigns drastically. So make sure you don't skip this step. All we're using this data for is to help create targeting marketing messages that we're going to use during our campaigns that are going to help us speak directly to the customer. Because remember, it's all about relationship marketing, right? And relationship marketing is about speaking the language of our customer. This type of message targeting that speaks directly to the consumer is something that we've all seen before, whether you know it or not. Let me give you an example. Have you ever seen an infomercial or some type of commercial, or maybe read a slogan that when you read it, it had instantly identified with you, where you thought to yourself, hey, that's me? And then at the end of the commercial or at the end of the article that you were reading, you thought to yourself, you know what? I need that. I want that. Sure you have. We all have. I mean, you probably have the items right now in your garage or laying around your house that prove you've been through this, right? The point that I'm trying to illustrate here is that businesses that are doing this successfully are businesses who know exactly who their ideal market is and who their ideal customer is. And they're simply giving them what they want. I'm talking supply and demand at its finest. Now, what I just showed you is on the surface level. You can dig deeper by using many different web and social analytic tools, but this, for the most part, will help shape majority of your marketing campaigns. Knowing the market's wants and who your ideal customer is helps provide that ultimate consumer accuracy that every business is looking for. When it comes to marketing, your success relies on two things: having a targeted message and knowing exactly who you're targeting. So when you take this formula and you apply it to your business, you will start getting consumers engaged with your material because they feel your content relates to them, they can sense the value, and it speaks directly to their needs. Up next, we're going to learn how to get to know your competition. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.